Well, good morning. It's 6:30 in the morning on day 2 of our camping trip. We are up way earlier than what we had planned to be. Wilbur back there decided that he had, I don't know, smelled something. Good morning.
Good morning. Are you cooking?
I'm cooking, and gentlemen, I'm cooking.
Whenever we have a short trip, I don't want to bring a lot of milk with us. It's just oat milk. So I usually put it in a bottle so that it takes up less space in our fridge. And then I desecrate this coffee with a little bit of milk. Sorry to all of you religious coffee drinkers out there, but this is the only way I can tolerate it. Good morning.
Good morning.
We've had breakfast. We're working on coffee.
This is how we do coffee. Big mug. Big lots of coffee.
That's a jet boil. Not exactly a mug, but yeah, it functions that way, I guess. It's got a handle.
It's got a lid and it's got a spout.
Jordan really enjoys the jet boil style of coffee drinking, which is basically by the gallon and not by the cup.
This is like 700 milliliters or something. It's not that big.
So the forecast is looking a little bit better today. So our plan is to get out on the trails. We have 2 senior-ish dogs that we've been working on building up their endurance the last few weeks with walks, lots of walks. But as far as a long walk for this park, I don't know how far we'll be able to make it. So we might drive over to the park instead of walking, just so that we can give you a better idea of like nature center and what it looks like and all of that.
Your nose blends in with the tire, buddy.
We are at Strawtown, Koteewi Park. This is in Hamilton County, Indiana. And across from us is the Nature Center. And then there are some like outdoor exhibits over here. Haven't checked those out yet. There is a lot of Native American history in this area. And so I'm sure that there's quite a bit of that to learn about inside. I think we're going to maybe pop in and take a look around after. So this is the kayak and canoe launch site. Sometimes it's easy to put in here, sometimes it's not. It's pretty steep. And you do have to drag your kayak up all these concrete steps. Do you want to go to a less populated area? There's the campground. We can see it. There is no way you're going down to that water. You're not.
See, there's the doggy you keep hearing.
Hey, leave it. Come on. Guess he's back from his walk. We ended up encountering a lot of other dogs, and there were unfortunately dogs that were off leash and just a lot of things for Wilbur to be reactive to, which is tough. We got to check out the nature center. No dogs, unfortunately, but I did go in and walk around, and there's some really interesting archaeological finds in there. Some animals, some living, some dead. But it was really interesting. I've never been in before. Definitely like kid friendly, so take your kids in. Leave your dogs outside though with somebody like I did. Overall not too bad of an experience, but I would caution you if you do have like a reactive dog, if you have a dog that's scared of like larger animals or something, just be cautious on these trails because there are a lot of horses. This morning we kind of beat the horse crowd in. They were pulling in as we were leaving, and so we didn't have to encounter any horses, no horseback riders on the trail, but I have like heard from other people who walk these trails that sometimes that can be a challenging dynamic between horses, horseback riders, and dogs. Hey, you're being a reactive dog right now. Is he wearing it? Oh no, he's wearing it. Thank you. That's just his gentle reminder. He wears an e-collar just as a reminder to listen and be good. He's been trained on it. He does not have good recall though, not like other hounds. He's one of the most stubborn hounds I've ever met in my life, and he insists on being challenging at every turn. And we love him all the same, don't we, buddy? Yeah, we love you so much. You okay?
My allergies have been better.
Aww.
I'm not high.
No, just miserable. But we've never really encountered anything that's given him such a severe allergic reaction, so. But we both have been kind of just hanging out. We put up our new addition to the campsite, which was our clam brand pop-up tent, and it's got 5 sides. We haven't bought all the accessories for it, so it doesn't have the floor yet, and it doesn't have the wind shields for the sides, but we are planning on adding those. We kind of just wanted to like see how we liked the tent to begin with, see what we felt like we needed before we invested a lot more money into it. But that was a Christmas gift from my mom to Jordan this year, so he's making good use of it already. However, it was kind of short-lived because we sat out in it all afternoon, just letting the dogs rest and recuperate from our walk this afternoon. And while we were, well, after we came inside and fed the dogs, we laid down and took a nap, and we were awoken to the sound of thunder, which we just scrambled and pulled everything back inside. You don't like the thunder, do you? We're just hanging out inside, waiting out this little storm here, and then we're gonna batten down the hatches for some worse weather, I think, coming through later. So I'm really glad that we're close to the restrooms. That's nice, but I still left my raincoat in the car, so that was kind of pointless. Apparently the 3-mile walk is all it takes to do us in.
It's my first hike of the season.
Well, also Jordan's had 2 Benadryl today, and he claims that he doesn't feel the effects of it, but he's falling asleep, and it's 8:30.
We got nothing else to do except listen to it rain.
Hey, we got some movies. Movie time, that's what rainy camp nights are for, right?
Yep.
And then tomorrow morning, depending on what the weather does, I probably don't think, I mean, depending on how much it rains, we probably won't go back out on the trails. We probably will just get up, get everyone fed, and then just go home.
E.T. will phone home.
E.T. will phone home so that E.T. can get some laundry done before we have to go back to work. Because that's the reality of being weekenders, is you still have to squeeze in all the weekend things that you normally do, even when you're out camping. So. Good morning. All of this in front of these trees was where we were able to walk. Had like a little bit of pavement under it. Can't see it now. If you look closely, you'll see I have a buddy. Old Faithful. Making sure that I get back home safe. Hey Ernie, are you ready to go home? You ready to go home? And go for a ride and go home? So it's Sunday morning. We've all gotten up. Jordan and I are going to eat some breakfast. And then I think we're going to pack up and just go home. Because we are damp. And we have to check out by noon. They don't change the checkout times based on what day you're checking out. I know some Indiana state parks, this is not a state park, this is like a county-owned park, I think. Some state parks in Indiana will extend the checkout time on Sunday so that you can kind of get another full day at camp. And checkout time, it's like 5 o'clock, I think, yeah. Hi, are you gonna clean up inside for us? Squeakers? Mom needs some food. So I'm gonna eat.
Dad needs some food.
Alright, where's the biscuits?
Okay.
Get the biscuits. Get the biscuits.
I got no biscuits.
You got coffee? A little bit? Why? What happened?
It's hot.
Oh, okay.
No coffee yet.
Okay.
Time to say bye-bye. And this is a wrap for White River Campground in Cicero, Indiana.